First, you're going to want to go to voicemod.com/download, I believe the link is. Then you want to sign in, and once you're signed in, it should automatically bring you over to the download page. Once you get the download completed, go onto the installer and follow the installer directions. Welcome to Voicemod. When you log in, your page will probably look slightly different to mine, but the basics should be the same. When you join, you'll be welcomed by your account information, your content, and some of your start creating features. Before we start, I would like to mention, Voicemod is technically a free platform, but most of the features are locked behind Voicemod Pro. I would recommend buying the lifetime license, but if you can't afford that, it's fine. Most things should work, you just won't be able to use community, and you won't be able to create voices, and you'll be limited to one soundboard. In that case, if you've got it, or if you don't, doesn't matter, just follow the tutorial, you'll be able to learn how to use Voicemod no matter what. So, first things first, you've got the search tab, and on the side here, you've got your account, help, about Voicemod, and quit Voicemod settings. You have the Voicemod Pro or homepage button, which brings you here. You have sounds, you have soundboards, you have the voice lab, which I will talk about in another video. Extensions, which you can use for like overlays or controllers and stuff like that you put into your games or on your things. And then you have your settings, which let you control your settings. Has audio devices, keybinds, overlay settings, and your controller settings, which generally is your phone that it uses. So, first, we'll start off with the voice tab. When you use the voices, you're brought with two options, Voicemod and Community. All of the Voicemod avatars you see, voices that you see here, you've got Golden Bunny, Rockstar Wolf, stuff like Deep, the Narrator, Baby, things like that. All of these voices generally are made using AI, and have some good things, have some bad things, but they're sort of your starting point for voices. Where it gets good is the Community tab. This is where you get all of the interesting voices that's made by the community, and people such as myself. So, say you were looking for a random voice, let's go Kermit. Don't mind that. So if you're looking for a Kermit voice, you go to the voices, and oh, look at that, there's one there. But there's also all sorts of things. If there's something you like the sound of, or that you want to try and mimic, Google it. You might be able to find it. Next up, we have the Sounds tab. So this is all of your sound effects, songs, things like that. Whenever you're in VR chat and you hear someone walking past, singing, driving in my car or something like that, this is where you get them from. You got all sorts, you've got meme sounds, real sounds, songs, all sorts of things like that. Soundboards is probably one of the better parts. So with soundboards, you have access to, generally with the normal version you only get one, but with Pro you can have as many as you want and put as many voices and stuff you want in here. So I have some, like this voices tab, where I'm putting all of either my custom or stolen voices. This one, where it's got all my sounds. This one is from the actual Voicemod event. Sadly, my voice isn't in here. And then you've got this one, which is given to you at the start. It's not necessarily a requirement, but something I'd like to make sure that's known. I see this with a lot of people. They find a voice and they think that they can just speak normally and it's going to perfectly mimic whatever character they're going for. That just truly isn't correct. I learned that pretty hard when I started, because that's what I thought voice changes were. You speak and it sounds like that character. But no, most of these, you need to change your voice and try and mimic the character's voice. And all the voice changer does is changes yours and makes it sound more like theirs. 90% of voices on Voicemod will sound terrible unless you put on an accent, somewhat mimic the pitch, or adjust your real voice. If you're someone like me that has an Australian accent or some weird outlandish accent, something like that, I know a lot of Asian accents, stuff like that do it, where the voices don't want to work with a lot of voices, with a lot of accents other than American, because all of the characters, or 90% of the characters you see that have these voices that you're trying to replicate, all using American accents or adjusted American accents. You can't expect to speak and have it sound like that. As long as you follow that sort of logic and make sure you study the character's voice, you're guaranteed to basically have your voice perfectly mimic that character. So, when you've finally decided and you've picked a few voices that you like or whatever, you'll see that you have a menu up here and a menu up here that I haven't talked about yet. That is because these are two very important menus that probably deserve their own chapter. So first you have this, which lets you swap instantly between your mic and your voice changer. You've got the turn off, which turns your voice basically clean off. Sometimes it changes whatever available voice changer there is off. If it's on your normal mic, it'll just turn your normal mic off. Turn hear myself on is an option that just straight up lets you turn yourself on so you can hear what your voice sounds like. This is great for when you're searching through libraries of voices trying to find one that works. Whenever you play a sound, this will change to whatever sound you're playing. Say, that plays, now that's there. You can also use that to quickly pause and start new voices. Now, when we're using a voice, over here you'll see a menu. So here, mix lets you change either the tone or the strength of the voice. Voice volume lets you change the voice. And then here, this is a pro option. It lets you record your voice so you can loop back and hear what you've said. You can also save it to soundboards.